Hello everyone, thank you and welcome for coming to Samara Andara ASMR. And I thank you so much for watching. I am going to light this pumpkin candle for good vibes. Just block out like the background noise because my roommates can be really loud and inconsiderate, and that's how they've always been. So we're going to do some crystal tapping. And if you have headphones, you might want to take them off for the session because sometimes things can get loud in this environment. And so I'm going to tap the bay leaf. Bay leaves are really good for manifesting and also pushing things away. So I like to write things on a bay leaf, like abundance, prosperity, and I like to burn them. So my wishes can be fulfilled and come to fruition. And glass tapping is really good to fight ADHD, any type of labels that the Archons put on us, like depression, anxiety. Taps are really good for fighting all of those stressors every single day. And if you do have headphones in, you might want to take them out because you could already hear in the background what happens here. I really like the bay leaf because it also you could write down like things on it and you could freeze it in your freezer and poke like 9 holes in it. So today I want to cut some cords, and I also want to talk about Archons. Archonic people, reptilians. Okay, it's a star race that's the opposite of mine. And I am a starseed. I'm a Lemurian starseed. I'm also an Andromedan starseed. I am an Arcturus starseed. I am a starseed that came from the Galactic Federation of Light, and I overtook a woman named Serena Starr's body. I'm a walk-in soul, and I've come to spread light, truth, and healing on this plane. And I want to talk about reptilian archons today. Okay, so what is a reptilian? It's the opposite star race of the truth, peace, tranquility, love, and light starseeds. So they're like lizard people, if you really want to get technical. And you know that they're reptilian when they try to sabotage your plans all the time. So it's like they always try to block you from something that they know makes you happy, or they try to take things away from you and your life that they think will like hinder you and hinder your growth. And they'll try to do everything that they can to sabotage like all of your projects, and so they could feel better. And archons can be in any type of like government system. They could be teachers, even attorneys. They can be doctors. Some of them are not in positions of power though. Some of them are just like archonic intruders, to where like they'll like move into like your home sort of and kind of like influence like the landlord, and like they'll try to like push their projections of you onto the landlord, and then like try to like separate you and target like one individual. And then like depending on how like I don't want to say weak-minded, but I want to say like depending on like how sensitive your mind is, not sensitive because it's not weak either, but depending on how easily manipulated you can get, which a lot of things are archonic, like the music, the foods that we eat, and all of this stuff. It could like really push you around and change your life, but just know that there's always light, as in sun god Ra. He always prevails in the light, okay? Just like the light bearer Lucifer, the light bringer, he always takes away the darkness and then he fulfills it with the light, okay? So trust me, if you're going through a hard time right now, you will get through it. And I am walking living proof of this. if you haven't seen my previous videos, you can see them. I invite you to go back to my channel and watch them and listen to my stories and a lot of the Archons that I've already defeated. I've defeated their plots and plans. A lot of sheriffs in the plaza that I was in. I lived in my car in a plaza, and I was targeted, and I got out of it. And they tried to poison my food. They burned my skin. They tried to sexually batter me, like assault me. They tried to damage my car. They tried to make me out to be something that I wasn't. And they tried, all of this starts within your inner circle, so it's always the people closest to you. So like, they don't even know they're being influenced by Archons, and some of them don't know that they're vampires, and some of them do know and they do it anyway and they're wicked. Like the Reptilians, like they know what they do, you know what I mean? And then it's like the lizard people, like there's a lodge by my house and it's called the Freemason Lodge. And also there's a church called Action Church, and all of the reptilian archons are in that. So if you are there, it's very archonic, and you have to be careful with even a touch. Like, just say you're in Action Church and you're sitting there and they're like, I don't know if they still pass the basket around, I don't know. Or like, if even the word that they preach, right, from the Bible that a man wrote, and they say it's God's word, right? But then if you say that you're a star seed and they don't want to believe that, you know, you are from the star constellations, it's like, oh, it's okay that, you know, you tell everyone that man, that God wrote the Bible and it was really man, but oh, if I tell you the truth also about me, like I'm a star seed and I'm a walking soul, you want to say that that's bullshit. It's like that abusive, like cult stuff, like, oh, I can do it, but you can't. Narcissistic, narcopathic bullshit. So these are just examples of like narcopaths and archons, I mean. So what is a narcopath? It is traits of narcissism with someone who's sociopathic, who shows no remorse, no feelings. And a lot of, I don't want to say this generation, but just like a lot of reptilians, because there's a reptilian star race also in Generation Z, and it's really prominent in that whole movement right now that oh, they can't show emotions or they're numb inside. It's because they're archonic, and it's like they're lizards. Okay, so it's like the lizards, and then it's like you will know when someone's a reptilian or an alpha draconian, and they are always doing something with their throat, like it's this thing with their throat that they do. It's like a noise and I can't explain it. Or like they're like very witchy as well, like energy vampires, and then it's like they like to like repel your energy, but then they like to spread their poison of like their outlook on you to others, and that hatred can really get to you if you don't know how to guard yourself. So I'm going to be telling you how to guard yourself today and how to shield yourself so you're not you know, subjected to these types of archonic attacks. And you know, they'll leech into everything. Like if you have food in the fridge, they'll spit in it. It's like, but oh, they don't want it to be done to them. It's like, oh, I could do it, but she can't. Oh, I ruined this, but I'm gonna videotape you ruining my shit back. Abusive stuff like that. So we are going to keep tapping all of these energies away, and we are also going to be cutting the cords from these archonic people. So I want to take my smoky quartz and this here, and we are going to just cut and blow like this. So I want you to envision just you and the cord to the person that we're pulling out and cutting. And I'm also going to just take this right here and just cut, okay? Because you don't need that type of energy in your life, you know what I mean? And then we're gonna just tap a little bit, because archons, you know, they like to be very loud as well. They like to be very extra, and they like to have attention on them, you know what I mean? Like everything always has to be on the energy vampire. God forbid, if it's not on the energy vampire, the world is over, you know what I mean? Like all the attention. So it's just like, and I learned this in the fucking plaza, so I'm definitely going to tap this energy out. Okay, and it's like they're very deeply insecure individuals, so they have to make like fun of somebody and target somebody or talk shit about that person. You know what I mean? They have to talk a lot of shit about that person to make them feel better, when the whole time they could be channeling that hateful energy and that gossip and that negative energy into something that makes them successful. It's like, don't worry about the targeted individual. Don't worry about me. You know what I mean? So we are going to just remember to take a step back. And I want you to know that if you're getting targeted at the workplace by Archons, if you're getting targeted by family members or anyone, you know what I mean? Like anyone who wants to single you out or try to sabotage you or just try to make you look bad in someone's eyes that you love or care about and vice versa. I want you to just take a step back and be like, okay, that's their energy. This is mine. You know what I mean? Like, and just be peaceful. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants that energetic blueprint gunk on them. Like, I know I don't. I don't want their energy on me, and I'm just like, I'm not going to give you my energy. You can try to get along with a narcissist archon, energy vampire all day, but at the end of the day, they're going to be negative. They're going to try to sabotage you. They're going to try to, the hatred that they feel for you, or just like this negative hostility, animosity, anger, energy, they're going to try to put that in others about you and try to influence them. So that's archonic. And I just want you to know that you can't always give your energy to them. You know, you always have to just stand and, like, you know, rise above it and just move forward in life and not even like worry about it, because these individuals are in pain, and they don't know how to heal from the pain, or they're just like deeply insecure and they don't know how to be confident, because the whole time they're focusing their energies on other people, or they're focused on their own betrayal trauma or their own mother wound or something, and then they don't know how to take accountability for them, so they have to project their insecurities and their inaccountability on others and make one person look bad and try to target that person, which nobody, I mean, they never think like, oh, how would I feel if this person was doing what I'm doing to them? Like, how would I feel if this was happening? And, you know, obviously that will go back around, and maybe at the end of their lives or like in their next lives, they'll get to know how it feels, because everything's karmatic, right? So that's why it's essential to cut cords, and that's why it's essential to just like walk away if like an argument's escalating or something, and it's essential to just move on with your life from these toxic individuals, because they're never going to see the wrongs that they do. They're never going to take accountability for the hurt that they've done to you, but then they'll sit there and point the finger at you and make you look bad to everyone that, you know, they want to make you look bad to, and then they won't take accountability for how they did you dirty, but they want to sit there and point the finger at you and be like, you need to take responsibility for this, you need to take accountability for that. It's like, okay, well, don't you remember when you did something worse than me, and you never took accountability, and you never even showed remorse, or, you know, you never showed any guilt? So, okay, people who project on you, those are like highly flawed individuals that need lots and lots of extensive mental therapy and help. So right now, this is alternative medicine therapy, but if you need any type of doctor's advice, go to the doctor and go to do what you need to do for you. But I want to invite you to come toward, you know, at the end of the day or in the beginning of your day to, you know, de-stress with the crystal taps and the ASMRs. And also, when you're around energy vampires and you feel the energy pull, if you really like focus and like watch them, like you will feel like you will watch them watching you back. Like you will watch them, and you will, if you study them, you will see like that you can tell when people don't like you. You could tell, like, they will literally sit there, energy vampires, and go like this, and then they'll put like little subliminal messages into you, like doubt, like they'll plant seeds of doubt in your head or something like very pessimistic or negative. So that's like energy vampires right there. Or like they want all the attention on them, or everything has to be all about them, and then if something good happens to you, they like are secretly jealous, and then they try to one up you, and then they do you dirty behind your back. That's not cool, and that means that you're flawed, and that means that you need to heal yourself. So this is what my healing sessions do. It's to make you aware of not targeting others. It makes you aware of archons, energy vampires, reptilians, draconians. I make you aware of the influences that are around you and how to pick, choose, and select which influences you want to listen to and which ones are archonic bullshit that fill your mind and your whole being and aura with toxicity. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, archonic influences can be in food, and it can be in music, or it could be from that person that you talk to and vent to and tell everything to. It could be that person on your ear in the phone. Like, literally, it could be. Archons are everywhere, and that person could be also an energy vampire. So it's like you have the energy vampires talking on the phone all day, and they're both feeding off of each other's energy cords, and it's like you're in the environment and it's like kind of draining you. So it's like you have to take the focus back and be like, okay, that is them, this is me, like I need to heal, like let me do like my holistic things, and that's them, this is me, like I don't have to be like that. And then you'll feel the energy pull, like you'll feel the cord like of hatred, or like the despise cord, or the hostility cords, or the animosity, or whatever. And then you'll feel like when they talk about you, or you'll feel like when they project the thoughts on you. So like, I am a starseed, and I'm going to make you aware of these things, because a lot of people are just used to being born and just doing what, you know, they're conditioned to do, which is what they're told or influenced to do, or what they've seen, you know what I mean? They don't really take the time out of their day to get to know like how the real world works, or like how society works, or how there's archons and reptilians and alpha draconians in the churches, in the school systems, in the government, you know, the AI bots. If you go and walk and you see like a church, or like it could be a, you know, it's an archonic cult, right? So it could be power lines, and you know, when you go outside and you look and see the power lines, and you look up and you seriously see like all the cameras that, you know, government agents like put, and they watch you. This is an example right here. That's an example. So I just want you to know that like, if you are conditioned, or if you are like being targeted by like AI bots, archons, reptilians, or any type of energy vampires, then you know, you could always have the power to clear your energy and cut the cords. And you also, if you are an alpha draconian, you know what I mean, and like you're out there like fucking sabotaging people, and you're not focused on your own life, you need to start like learning about your own wicked ways, and you need to start being aware and being assertive, and you need to start rapidly changing, because I'm telling you, like that hatred, it's just gonna go back around, and the tables are gonna turn, and they're gonna bite you in the ass sooner or later. Because it's not cool to sit there and like literally plot on someone's downfall and target an individual, and like you can't get away with that shit forever. You know, you just can't. It's fucking negative, and that shit is gonna turn on you eventually. So that's what fucking happens. And it happens like later in life, and it happens in a bunch of your next lives. It's like a domino effect if you're not careful to clear this out, you know, this toxic energy. And I'm gonna do an hour session today, and I'm literally not even going to like fucking let any archon bullshit energy vampires bother me, and I just don't give a fuck anymore, and neither should you. So this right here is an energetic session to break free from the archon energy vampires, and to break free from any toxic ties or cords and their sabotage in your life that they have done. Which honestly, like I said, it always fucking goes back. It always fucking goes back. Because you cannot fucking escape. I knew the plane was gonna come over, so I had to shut that window. You cannot escape what karma has in store for you. So it's like whatever thoughts you're putting out to the universe in your head, or whatever type of manipulation, or whatever type of, you know, like gossip, or any type of negative energy and pessimism that you're, just say that you're trying to turn someone against someone else because you're jealous of that person. You need to see why you're jealous of that person and what that person has that you don't have, so you can work on you, so you can channel all of that negative jealous energy out of you, and so you can heal, and so you can start living the life of your dreams. Because I'm telling you, narcissists and energy vampires and archons, they will sit there and sabotage the fuck out of people you love, and they will do this with like power of tongue spells, or they will literally plot on your downfall, and they'll like make the person you love see you in their light, or they'll like try to influence them and act really fake so they can pull that person from you to them. And then when they see that they've done it, they'll start talking trash about you, and then they'll turn that person against you. So that's archonic, you know, this is all like energy vampire, archonic, all of these attacks, okay? The sabotage, just like the plotting and things like that. Like, it's just not cool. And it's like, we're in what, 2026 now? It's like, that was so like, I don't know. I was getting sabotaged from like years. I mean, I don't want to say 2015 to 2026, but there were people that were trying to wreak havoc and ruin me and my children's lives for decades, like 20 years, almost 31 years, and I'm still living, breathing proof that I made it, you know what I mean? And I'm strong, and I'm a warrior, and I made it through, and they're mad about it, and they still continue to do it, but it doesn't bother me now, because I've, like my mentor and my friend has said, she's really a friend, but she's very influential, but the positive kind, and she's very aware like me. She owns Blessed Mystique on Etsy. She's like, you know, you need to just focus on clearing your energy. You need to focus on just protecting your aura. And they're mad because you've already risen above them and you're just going to keep doing you. And she was just very, very positive. And you heard in like the first 19 minutes of this video, the sabotage that I go through on a daily, and that's nothing. I mean, there was like attacks to the point where like they burned my face. There was attacks to where they told someone that all of these bad things about me, and they had me and my kids leave for like a year and a half. Like, it got really bad. Okay, so I want you to know that all of this is archonic, and they go through your closest circle, your family and your friends, and the archons, they spread. Like, I mean, like, they're like parasites and shit, like legit parasites. And then, like, I noticed, like, another thing the archons do, if you live with them or something, they'll leave someone in the house to, like, monitor you. So they're monitoring spirits. And they'll sit there and listen to you, and they'll listen to your conversations, and then they'll take it to the other archons that they're in a group with, and then they'll just sit there all day and talk shit about you. And that's fucking, it's wrong, okay? So if you are one of those types of people, you need to fucking rapidly change, and you need to wake up. I had an archon attack me before, like literally attack me, and straight up a reptilian tell me like all these bad things about myself, okay? And fucking ruin my personal belongings, and the archon police did nothing about it, because they're in the fucking cops too. They did nothing about it. Neither did the EMTs or the ambulance. No one did shit. Because it's all fucking archonic. They're all connected. And they'll sit there and they'll talk shit about you. And, like, they will make it seem like, okay, that person has a mental illness. But, you know, it's like, okay, if that person has a mental illness, and no offense to people with mental illnesses, but it's like, when people have personality disorders and mental illnesses, and they have to take medication every day, and that person wants to literally ruin your image, and then the cops and, like, everyone, the firefighters, the EMTs, make friends with the person with the mental illness, but their son was like bothering you and like trashing your stuff, like toxic shit like this, and they got away with it, okay? So I just want you to know this is another archon attack, because they could have let the dog run in the house, but instead they want to keep it in, like, locked in a cage in a room to sabotage my video. So it's like, it's all planned. Like, I live with archons, so honestly, I'm gonna keep clearing this energy. And their chihuahua is barking now, so. I'm just gonna clear it from your aura. They're not gonna sabotage me or make me angry today. I just had an archon tell me, like, that the father of my child wasn't going to let me see my kids, but yet they were in and out of psych wards for years, and they literally turned the landlord against me to where me and my kids had to basically live on a shelter and live in our car. And then we got targeted, and then I came back to my house, and then she was like, oh, well, you got what you deserved. You know, and the same one that burned my face but then blamed me that she went to jail for 5 months. things like that. It's archonic. And like you look at the system like it's corrupted and there's no justice. Okay? So like when I went away to the plaza, like the people didn't know like all the attacks that I went through before that and all the abuse. And I even wrote to the governor of my state, Rob DeSantis' wife, and she still didn't fucking help me with housing or anything. So it's just a situation. So if you guys can kindly donate and, you know, be supportive, and so I could keep my healing videos active, because I am a healer, I'm a starseed. And that same person's son was telling me awful things about the way I looked and my weight. He was talking shit. And he got away with all of it. Never went to jail. Never went to prison. He drives a BMW. He's worse than Nate from Euphoria. He's like 10 times worse. Just like that. Arrogance, abusive, secrets, hiding shit. Done way worse shit. But the cops favor him. They never fucking take him away. So, that's fucking one of the things that I've had to deal with in this lifetime, but I've overcome their attacks. And then, I had someone tell me how to set up a hidden camera, and so I put a hidden camera in as well. And living here, it's very high-strung energy, and I don't understand why my landlord allows it. And like I have to leave notes saying like, don't touch my shit, I don't go into your room and touch yours. Because they're sneaky and they will like ruin my shit. Archons. Or they'll take it. It's like they can do it, but oh, the minute like something goes missing up theirs, where's my shit? And then they start acute, oh, you could do it to me and my kids, but you don't like when it happens to you, right? All because you were jealous of me.